Welcome to Unboxing the Boxes, the Star Wars collection. This is episode 8, Toys from the 1970s. Thank you for joining me as we make another episode of Unboxing the Boxes and see what is in my Star Wars collection. Before we get into this video, I would invite you to like the video, to share it with your friends, and to subscribe to this channel. YouTube always likes it when we get more views and more subscriptions. So don't forget to do that. Now this is the first box I filled as I began collecting Star Wars stuff in the late 1970s. No ordinary cardboard box for my Star Wars stuff. No, I had to have a footlocker. Actually, I had this footlocker. It's just that as I bought stuff, it started filling up with Star Wars stuff. And unfortunately, it did not take long to fill it out because as time went on, more and more stuff came out with Star Wars. So let's discover some of the toys from the 1970s that I have in this box. Not everything in here is from the 1970s, but there is quite a bit of stuff from there. And I think we will start with this. That's right. It is one of the original, it is the original metal lunchbox that you could take to school and show off to your friends that you were a fan of the movie Star Wars. We've got the X-Wing fighter on the one side, and we have the Landspeeder on the other side with R2-D2 and C-3PO there, and the Vader gang, the Skywalker family on the other side. Only we didn't know it at that time. A few X-Wings there, and a stormtrooper on the back. Now, as you can see, I never used it to bring lunch to school. I was a little too old for that by that time. And I still have the thermos too that went with it. Now, this is just a regular actual thermos. And basically it just has a sticker on it featuring C-3PO and R2-D2. Also, you can see no rust. It's because I kept it nice and dry, and a little bit of dust in the corners, but not too bad. So, first thing out of the box today, and you notice even with the thermos in there, it still left you room for your sandwiches and your chips or whatever else you were bringing along that day. And just a little snap lid on it here. So there we go. The first item, the Star Wars lunchbox. The next item, and you can see this one I did open, it is the Star Wars movie viewer. This was about the only way that you could own a piece of Star Wars back then. And what it was, and as you can see, this one I did open. I had to play with some of this stuff, you know. It actually came with a little cartridge that had some film in it that you could watch through this viewfinder. Put the cartridge in, aim this up to your light source, watch it in here. You got a little turn here to get it so that you can focus it to what you like, and then you just spin it. Now, unfortunately, oh, this one does work, but you can, this one is the lightsaber duel between Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Unfortunately, with this cartridge, the film is slightly off now, so it's not nice and smooth like it was when it first started. But I would be willing to bet that is one thing you don't see a whole lot of anymore. And in fact, I liked it so much that I went and bought a second cartridge. Might have to see once. Take a look and discover what this one is. Oh, here we go. It's the Battle in Hyperspace. And See if this one's any good. There we go. Oh yeah, this one's much better. This is when they escape the Death Star and they have the 2 TIE fighters on them. Don't you wish you could watch it too? Well, you can. Get out your DVD and you can watch it, or Blu-ray or VHS or whatever you have. But this was the only way back then that you could actually watch a little piece of Star Wars without going to the theater. Kind of a nifty little thing, but like I said, they do have a tendency to wear out after a while. So there we go, the Star Wars movie viewfinder. Okay, the next item in the box here, let's see what we got. Some of the stuff is not real old, so I don't want to show that to you. But how about this? Star Wars lightsaber. This is back from 1977. Made a while ago. This was a lightsaber that you actually blew up. It was not hard plastic, so when you actually hit somebody with it, at least it didn't hurt a whole lot. But yeah, it was basically a flashlight with a sticker on it to give you the lightsaber look. You had the lightsaber on it. Screw it all together. Like I said, it really is just a flashlight with a piece of plastic that you blow up. And then this would slide over the top to give it the finished appearance. So, kind of fun. As you can see, I had to open it up. I had to try it out. Let's see what it looked like. Sticker's starting to come a little bit loose. Might have to get a little glue to put that on. But yeah, that was the very first lightsabers that you could get for your Star Wars collection. Okay, the next thing, this is kind of a neat little deal to have. The original Landspeeder that you could buy. This was put out as a copyright of, oh heck, 1977. So this was probably late well, it had to probably be 1978 before it really came out. But yeah, back then I opened everything. Didn't come with any action figures, of course. But there you have it. The original Landspeeder from 1977. You can see inside we've got a little sticker to kind of give you a dashboard. Looks like the plastic for the windshield there is starting to get a little wonky. Might have to check that out. And another neat little feature, you got a button here that pops open the hood. So you can see what's inside the hood, and in this case, again, just a sticker. We've got 3 wheels underneath it that allow you to, kind of gives it a nice little look. They're not very high, so you got that little bit of a, yeah. So, and your figures would actually fit inside there so that you could ride them around. You do have a little stick shift here inside that would actually pull the wheels in, so that if you wanted just to park it, you could. And then, of course, you could put it forward again and get the wheels out. So, in, out. So, there's the original Landspeeder. One of the coolest thing about this Landspeeder is, how much do you think it went for? How much did you have to pay to own one of these? The sticker is still on the box. $20? $30? Nope. Way lower than that. I picked this up at Dayton's for only $4.99. You'll never get a vehicle that cheap anymore. Speaking of vehicles, how would you like to have a die-cast model of the Millennium Falcon? These were kind of cool little things. Die-cast metal, high-impact plastic from 1979 by Kenner. Now, as you can see on the back here, there were a series of these. Of course, the Millennium Falcon was one that just about everybody had to have. And while I did not wreck the package, I did very carefully cut the plastic so that I could actually take the model out and play with it. So there you can see the top. You've got the bottom. And yes, the bottom actually has the feet that do pop out so that your Millennium Falcon can land on its three feet. The turret does turn. The satellite does turn. You can see the cockpit, but I think there is Chewbacca and Han in there, but they're so small you really can't make them out very well. No turret on the bottom for shooting, just on the top. So kind of a nifty little die-cast toy. Here again, I do have the sticker on it. This one put me back $5.99. They had really good prices back then on stuff, at least compared to some of today's things. We also have the Ywing. And you can see there again, I did take the Ywing out. We even have a little bomb on the bottom that if you hit the little button here, I think was supposed to release it, but it doesn't seem to release it anymore. We do have a turret at the top that we can turn. And of course, as far as setting it down, we do have the fins on the bottom here. So when you set it down, it sets very nicely on that. Here again, got a nice back of the box that explains a few things for you. Die-cast metal. A couple little plastic parts. For example, the turret is plastic. The little bomb on the bottom is plastic. The lasers on the front here are plastic. But otherwise, very nice little X-Wing. I had to cut that one apart a little more so the plastic doesn't stay down. And does not look like I have a... Oh, yes, I do. I do have the price on there once again. $5.99. Next, we have the Imperial Cruiser. And this one I do not see a sticker on, but I would be... Oh, there it is. Oh, I got this one on sale at Fleet Farm. They were closing it out at $4.79. So I got that one a little bit better. Once again, I did open it up so that I could take it out, because the little part right here was having a dickens of a time trying to get out of the plastic bubble there. But there you go. The Death Star die-cast vehicle from 1979. Underneath we've got a couple little foot pads there so that when you set her down, it's a little bit off the table there. This one is kind of unique in that it does have a hangar bay that does open. And you do have a very small Rebel transport that it can catch. I don't know if you can see that decent or not. But yeah, it's just got a little clip there that you can take this and clip it in. And then your Death Star has caught the rebels for interrogation. Now, it'd really be cool if they had lights back there, wouldn't it? Light it up, hit a little button somewhere, and those would light up. That would really add to the fun play factor. So there we go. The Imperial Cruiser. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, I think there's one other thing that we're going to go over on this show. And that is the Give a Show Projector. This one was basically a little slideshow thing. As you can see, you would get your little pictures that would shine through here, shine out onto the wall, or if you had a screen that you could project them on. It says it projects giant pictures up to 8 feet by 8 feet. Portable, uses 3D batteries. Here again, as you can see, the cardboard box is getting a little bit beat up on this one. Looks like it's from the same time period. I did open it, of course. So here's what it looks like. A fine piece of plastic. And basically, Kenner came out with several of these Give a Show things. So this is not the only movie that had a tie-in with a Give a Show. But there again, you could put in your batteries, project it out here. You had the little button here, flip it on and off. As far as the slides go, they are in here. And actually, there's quite a few of them. Let's see how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 14, 15, 16 slide strips here, or film strips, or whatever you want to call them. As you can see, that was nice. As you can see, you've got your start point where you put them in, put them through one at a time. These are all cartoonish type things. They're not actual film from the movie. They redid everything in cartoon format. I'd like to know how many of you have one of these in your collection, along with the film strips, because I would be willing to bet there is not too many of these around anymore. As far as the inside of the box goes, the film strips kind of fit up here in a little cardboard tube. This fit right in there. Of course, we had the little catalog showing all the products that were out for Star Wars at that time period. So there you go. The Star Wars Give a Show Projector. If you have any of these products, put a comment down below and let me know what you've got. Be kind of cool to see if anybody shares a collection with this type of stuff. So, I think that's where we're going to end it for this particular episode. Some of the toys from the late 1970s that are in my footlocker. So, once again, I ask you to like the video, leave a comment, share it with your friends, and show them what we used to have available that we don't anymore. Maybe we can get Hasbro to start making some more of this type of stuff. So, until next time, may the Force be with you, and keep collecting!